Hey YouTube, we're back with another video on the dresser. We've got it mostly reassembled there, and it's looking great. We we're gonna polish up the drawer pulls as best we can. Today I've already soaked them in vinegar. I didn't see much need to show that because, you know, I've done that before, and there's hundreds of other videos on YouTube showing all that. So I mean, there was no need to add another. We've got a little cleaning to do there still, and we're gonna sand and lubricate the drawer slides. But let's get started with those drawer pulls. Hold on while we get started. Okay, YouTube, we're back with the drawer slides. To the best of my knowledge, these are the original ones. They're just a stamped sheet metal, that were, obviously coated, plated in like a brass color. They, to me, if it was me, I'd clear coat them and just leave them that way. They don't look bad at all, and they still look kindly old, but, this is for my dad, so we want to do as best we can with it. This is one that I took a piece of steel wool to afterwards, after it had soaked in the vinegar, and it don't look bad, but Alright, so let's go ahead and get started on that. I'm not going to make y'all watch the entire process because it takes a minute each one to actually take some time. This is polishing up so easy because they've been soaking in vinegar for about half the day. These have a little tack. What else? Steel wool's going to pieces. Have a little tack that goes in them right there, so when you put them on, they don't, spin like that. But when I pulled the dresser out, they had, 6 of these, so 6 tacks. One was already missing, and then I managed to lose a few more of them. I'll grab it and show you how small and tiny that thing actually is. Okay, can you see those, YouTube? Those are tiny. I mean, for a better reference, well, they're not even half of an inch long. Okay, let's get back to this. Okay. Alrighty, let's go to the next one. Well, alright, YouTube, I'll notice it's getting bored, and I'll bring you back when it's done. Okay, YouTube, we are back. We've got the drawer pulls all polished up, and they're looking pretty good actually. That one's still got a little bit of whatever on it, but that one, each one of them does some more or less than others, and I'm not at all bothered by it. We're gonna blue them with Birchwood Casey Super Blue, but first we need to polish the knob. This one's already been polished, but just using a sanding block and didn't really Didn't really get down in those cracks too good, so we're going to attempt to finish it up with this steel wool. I don't know how it's going to work, and since the steel wool is falling apart on us before, y'all probably need to put your safety glasses on. Okay, I think y'all might have them on if you're going to wear them at all, but well, that's not doing anything. So let's just grab this here sanding sponge. Well, yeah. Yeah, I think it's good enough. This was never going to be perfect. And I think I actually need a dry sponge. Okay, we're back with a brand new dry 150 grit sanding block. See what it started off as. These things, whatever they were plated with, from the fire and the water and years of being there, it actually protected these from rust. There's just a touch of rust on the back, but nothing to be really concerned about. Plus, you're never going to see it once it's on the dresser. I think it's more soot than rust. Coming up, cleaning up pretty nice. I do not know what type of metal this is. It feels heavy enough to be iron, and it's magnetic, but it's not that magnetic. So I'm assuming that it's probably got quite a bit of stainless in it. Yeah, it looks okay. See if we can get these up. There's little spots left on this other one here. We know this thing was never going to be perfect, considering, the damage that was done to it already. So, we'll have to take that into consideration. And of course I dropped it. Yeah, I don't think that's going to get any better, YouTube. No, it's just not going to come off of there, so. Need to clean this real quick, fingerprints and bluing. Now, YouTube, I'm not going to use the conventional method for bluing these. With a Q-tip and 6 of these, 7, 8 pieces, it would just entirely take too long. So what we're doing is That stuff is bluish green. I'll be damned, it blackened it right back up just like it was before. That didn't work quite the way I had hoped, but oh well, it's what's done is done. Damn. Holy cow, that actually looks decent. I'm actually quite impressed with that, YouTube. Alrighty, we'll dry those off, and then we'll hit them with the brush to kind of, buff them a little bit, and then I'll bring y'all back when that's done. Okay, YouTube, they're all done and dry. Some spots there where the vinegar didn't take off all the old whatever they were plated with, it shows, but I needed to brush that one again. Oh well, we'll take care of that in a second. Actually all that needs to be brushed, but is that, no, it's just the way it looks, but either way, they're good enough, so they're gonna get brushed again real quick, and then they're going on the dresser. Alright, hang on, YouTube. Well, YouTube, that second buffing there with the steel wool actually made these things look like blued gunmetal, which is exactly how I intended. See how nice that looks, YouTube? That, to me, is just absolutely gorgeous. Alright, let's get these on the dresser. I won't make y'all watch me run those screws in. Alright, hang on. Well, she's starting to come together. Well, halfway there, YouTube. Only one more to go, YouTube. Look at there, YouTube. Doesn't that just look good? I mean, look. The top's so shiny you can see the reflection of the black backsplash in it. The front don't look bad either, especially with those gun blued drawer pulls. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with this. Okay, now we need to sand those drawer slides and lube them up a little bit, and do the last of the cleaning on the inside of it. I don't think I'm going to show you guys the cleaning, because you've seen that already. So next we'll just show you lubing up the drawer slides. Okay, YouTube, on these drawer slides, it's really just that simple. And I apologize for it being a little bit dark, but the drawers slide along right here, and these are kind of rough. So we're going to go ahead and sand them down just a little bit. We're not going to get crazy with it or anything. And then we're going to use something to lubricate it. And I'm kind of holding that to the end because I was actually surprised to learn that you could do this, or if people did do it. We'll better start at the top. Wish I'd thought about doing all this before I put it back together. Alright, I'm not gonna make y'all suffer through that. Hold on, YouTube. Okay, YouTube. The time has come now. Now we've sanded all the drawer slides, everything on that. Now bottoms of these were sanded as well. The story that I was told about lubricating the wooden drawer slides is you could use bar soap, paraffin wax, beeswax, household candle wax, or paste wax, and then some sort of like modern dry lube. But bar soap's what I got on hand, so that's what we're gonna try. Yeah, I do not know how well this is going to work, YouTube, and I'm not so sure that it's gonna work. Okay, let's find out how well this didn't work. I tell you, I just don't believe it now that I'm actually doing it. Holy shit, it did work, YouTube. I ain't believing that. Damn, that worked real good. Holy cow. Alright, let's get the rest of them done. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed that that worked, YouTube. I really am. But it worked, so, you know. You know, obviously this isn't going to last long term. And with wood, there probably is no long-term solution. By the way, in all the years that I've had old dressers and everything, I've never actually had to lubricate them. I never had a need to. Yeah, that works nice. I just don't understand why they don't close straight. Which, yeah, it's an old dresser. Old dresser might just be the way it's gonna have to be with that. Man, that is actually really nice. Okay, this is the top drawer. It's a little bit weird, so the hard to closeness on it may actually just have to may just have to be because it's kind of, it's weird. It don't sit flat like it should. Something's not cut square on it. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, if you look right here, YouTube, the plywood, it's got like maybe slightly less than 1/4 of an inch and maybe about 1/2 an inch here. But the paneling on the front seems kind of normal. And then you can see right here where they kind of cut it down, trying to like make it level out or something. Yeah, this drawer is defective, but that's why it's not closing too good. I'm not even gonna attempt to fix it, because it may have been cut that way. There could be something funky inside that dresser that caused this to have to be done this way. So I'm not even gonna mess with it. It's not that much of an issue. Okay, let's see how well this one works. Well, it even works better, YouTube. I can't believe that. Okay, YouTube, let's take a final look around at this. Is this thing perfect? No, it absolutely is not. Was it ever going to be perfect? Because of its condition and who's doing it? Absolutely not. Is it usable? Yes, it is. You can see, you know, we done the repairs that needed to be done. We've refinished it. When we started, all that was all just black soot that I cleaned off. And honestly, cleaning it off, there was so much to clean. It took a long time, but that was actually the easy part. The other part was, you know, getting it to this condition to stain it and urethane it and all that. So I feel like this was a mighty successful deal, and if I had to do it all over again, I most certainly would. And we just may actually be doing some more of this type of stuff. I was out in the barn today where this thing was stored, and I noticed something. The bed frame that's in there, and there's a vanity in there that are the mates to this thing. I didn't know that before. So it's possible that we could, but I think our next project is probably going to be a coffee table to replace the one in the living room, which I'll show you that. Okay, that coffee table, that's just old mobile home furniture that was here when my grandmother bought the place. The legs are the same shape, sort of, as the kitchen table, but they're a way different color. So, you know, and that skirting between the legs there actually looks like wall paneling, and it may very well be, but I don't know. The top of that thing from this way it has nearly a 1/4 inch bow in it, and there's maybe an 1/8 or a 1/16 across the length there. So my intentions are to salvage the legs and the fasteners that hold them on and rebuild everything else with new wood, actual wood. And this one probably be done differently than the dresser. Okay. YouTube, I thank y'all for watching. I would appreciate it if y'all would like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends. Go ahead and leave us a comment, and then maybe we'll get a conversation going. Okay, good night, YouTube. Thank y'all for watching.